Well, we told 50 Cent if we won the race, he'd have to change his name to 55 cents for one day. And I was trying hard to get the name changed for a day. Just really, really can't believe that these guys let me drive their car. It was such a fast car. And, you know, and the guys just, they worked so hard on it. And I tore so much up earlier in the week, and they just keep digging. They you know, Rodney Childers called a great race, really smart race, and what we really wanted to do is be in the middle of it with 2 laps to go, and there we were.
As we come off of turn 2 on that last lap, I felt like we needed to make the move a little earlier than off of 4, and I kept backing up, trying not to let guys get to racing behind us too much. If somebody ducked out of line a couple rows behind Mark, I was going to have a gap so I can take off, and me and Mark could take off and not get hung up with them guys back there. So once we come off of 2, just mashed the gas and got a run on Danica and side drafted a little bit. I don't know why them guys didn't pull down in front of me besides Jimmie, but we got through 3 and 4 with a pretty good run. Once we come to turn 4, we kind of run out of steam and just didn't have enough to get a run on Jimmie.
So it was nice to lead at later on in the race, just to have done that, to lead laps, but it was steady. I mean, I spent most of the day half throttle running behind people. So you know, when you get in that line, that nice outside line where it's just single file, I didn't feel like it was a wise idea to drop low and try and figure out how to pass. You were probably going to find yourself much further back. So I suppose that's the only downside to running in that front group all day, was that I never got any practice passing. I never tried really anything. The only thing we really did was on those starts, the inside line had a lot of momentum for the first couple of laps. So, you know, that was kind of the most action that happened until the very end there. Once that inside line at the end of the race had dedicated followers, it was strong. There was quite a few people out there when we walked out for intros. I thought that was a hefty amount of people. That was pretty cool. You definitely got the feeling like you were in a sea of people. So hopefully the fans enjoyed that. That's access to us that no other sport really gets that. I mean, the fans can really get to us, and I hope they appreciate that. So and to be on the quote on the field, it's got, you know, that's a cool thing for the fans to be able to do. But I got a feeling there. Once you're out in the car, I mean, I've been in these situations before. And I felt really calm, like leading the field to the green. The front was the calmest place to be. So I thought that as anything would go, I'm sure there were people behind me that were more nervous, because up front is nice on these speedways.
back. Dillon misses him. More carnage down toward turn number 1. Montoya, Harvick.
For real low apron.
All with damage as the caution comes out.
Yeah, the 18 just got down on that inside, caught the left rear corner of the 5 car. That's a real vulnerable spot, and gave him a little tap and sent him sailing.
What a close call for Joey Logano on that 22. He was all the way down in the grass and dodged it.
Yeah, these guys on further down the track, they really got in it afterwards when people were slowing down.
Kane sideways, comes across the nose of Montoya. Logano misses him.
And Darrell, that was coming out of that trioval where you're running so fast with very little banking to hold you.
Somebody got into the back of Kevin Harvick's number 29, sending him down and then up into Stewart.
Trouble turn 1, guys.
One car down, spinning. Trevor Bayne up to the wall, collects another. That is Carl Edwards. The 5th wreck that Edwards has been involved in this spring. The 34 of David Reagan involved, and that's the 35 of Riverside, California's Josh Wise. We're under caution for the 4th time today.
Ooh, looked like possibly.
But it looked like they started accordioning up in front of Brad Keselowski.
Very similar to what we saw at the start of the race, Larry. Just somebody slowed up a little bit and it caused that accordion effect.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 17, he just basically stopped.
Go now or finish second.
When we cross the start-finish line, it's a race. And oh, by the way, it's not over. It's just now on.
Darrell, keep an eye on Dillon.
Oh, car in the wall, hard. Turn 1. And it's one of the BK cars. It's the 93 of Travis Quapple. No caution. NASCAR, if the track is clear, they will let them finish. We are still green. And here come the leaders.
Yeah, Mark Martin is really pushing Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88.
Junior to the inside of Greg Biffle. The green flag still flies. Martin's number 55. Keselowski in the 2. Biffle backing up. Patrick behind him. For the 2nd time, the Daytona 500 goes to Jimmie Johnson, 5-time champion.